How'd you feel with your first time out here?
We felt pretty good. This is an amazing racetrack. It's a lot of fun. A lot of different grooves. You can move around a lot. It's definitely a fun place to race. I definitely learned a lot during the race that will help me for the next time I come back on where my car needs to be better at, things like that to make passes. So very happy with a top 5 finish. I goofed up the first pit stop and sped a little bit on pit road and got my team in a hole. So for us to battle back, then have to take the wave around and all that stuff at the end and make it to the end with a top 5, very happy. So that's a lot of top 5s we put together here in the last 8 or 9 races. So we're being very consistent. So to come to a place for the first time and get a good finish like this, we're going to call this a really good day.
All right. Questions for Elliot Sadler?
Dave Jones, Pepsi Inside Track. Elliot, your 7th top 5 in 12 races, especially even after that penalty. That just shows what kind of team you guys are made of.
We got a really strong race team, and we have a lot of depth, and we have a lot of experience. You know, Ernie Cope and myself, my crew chief, have known each other for a long time, so we didn't panic. Lucky enough, getting the pit road speed penalty was at the beginning of the race, so I had time to make it back up, and my pit crew gained me positions on pit road every single stop. So it's good to have an experienced group around you to understand that you didn't do it on purpose, and you're just trying to get all you can get, and I just fudged a little too much. I hate putting my team in a hole like that, but for us to battle back was a lot of fun. I probably would have had a lot better track position and maybe would have had a shot to run for those guys there at the end of the race if I hadn't have done that. So it was definitely my fault that we were not in that position, but my guys did get me back to a top 5. So a great run for us. I think a great day for nationwide racing as a whole with Ricky Stenhouse winning the race. Congratulations to him and his race team. So I think today was a good day. I was amazed by how many fans showed up today. Shows how many NASCAR fans we have in this area in the Heartland. So it was a great race for us.
Other questions for Elliot?
Barry Johnson, Sporting News. Sorry about the voice. You said you learned a lot during the race. I don't want trade secrets, but as you're out there putting the laps in, what are you putting in the back of your mind for August?
Yeah, well, you know, I only got a few hours of practice, and you learn something about a racetrack each and every time you go to it. Now I understand what happens to my car on long runs, and I understand what happens to it on restarts, and I understand if the sun's out, what the car's going to do, with the cloud cover, what the car's going to do. All these things I can put in the back of my mind for when we come back. That's really the biggest difference. During the race, I tried different lines and different ways around the racetrack just to learn and try to gather some speed and definitely learn some things that I need to have put back in my car for when we come back in I guess a month or so to be competitive.
Anything else for Elliot? All right.
Thanks a lot, guys.